Amazing students. So we are heading on to, I think this is week 9. And we are going to be getting into module 8 this week. And it will be unit 9. Sorry, because I've changed up the units on you. So you'll be looking at unit 9, chapter 9 in your textbook. And we're going to continue with vitamins and minerals this week. And so a couple things. For this week, we are going to be looking at actually some of the minerals, vitamins and minerals we didn't go more in depth into last week. So we're going to be looking at things that are important for bone health and for energy metabolism and for blood health. This one's so important. I think most people think in terms of osteoporosis and vitamin D and calcium and how much should you get? There's so much more information about vitamin D out there, just, outside of even looking at your bone health. Energy metabolism. How many of you have taken those mass doses of B vitamins thinking it's going to give you energy or it's going to help with weight loss? So hopefully you'll find some really great information in some of the videos and some of the other assignments that we're going to be working on this week. So just kind of starting here. And let's go back to the modules page. And of course, it's not on the right module. So here we are down here in Unit 9. So a couple things to think about. Again, you're going to go through and do your overview and let me know what you're interested in. And I've got the guided lecture notes here for you. The discussion this week, we'll be looking at vitamins and minerals in our body system. And you'll be doing a discussion post on this. I know there were some questions over previous weeks. So really what I want you to kind of do is pick which vitamin or mineral you're most interested in. And just to kind of give you a, for instance, define osteoporosis, identify risk factors for development, and explain how osteoporosis can be prevented. I was so excited. You guys, your PowerPoint presentations last time were super fun. Your infographics were super fun. It seemed like you guys had a good time creating those. And I really enjoyed, I don't know about the rest of you, enjoying watching those. If you wanted to do it and embed it as a Google slide that's right there and easy to look at, I showed you how to do that in one of the announcements. So let me take you back to the announcements real quick, because I have to remember which announcement it was. I think it was right here for the chapter 6 discussion. So if you open that up, yes. So if you open up the chapter 6 discussion, I have here how to embed a PowerPoint. So check that out. You open up your Google Docs, you go to your Google Slides, you embed, if you've already made one in PowerPoint, embed it there. And then I show you how to get the embed code. And then those super cool slides that you probably saw from some of your classmates that popped up as soon as you opened the discussion, they show up right there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And believe me, you're going to want to use this for your other classes too, because you'll just so impress your instructors. And I know for some of you, I gave you extra credit points because I just got so excited. So anyway, so that's kind of what's going on this week. So you've got another discussion here, really just picking one of those topics that's most relevant to you and explaining that topic. The best way to learn about something is to explain it. And I gave you a reprieve from doing your dietary analysis, but we have, I believe this is the last one. On this analysis, it's a little different. You're going to be looking at all of your vitamin and mineral intake. So grab that GB Health Watch and look at your vitamin and mineral intake. And let's go ahead and, I got to take the quiz. I'm in student view. So again, I need your GB Health Watch, so go ahead and upload the same one. The other thing I would tell you with this, if in your original GB Health Watch, when you input your data, you included information, you included vitamin and mineral supplements that you were taking, I would go back into GB Health Watch, delete those supplements, and pull the report again, because I want you to really get an idea of, where in your food are you, how are you doing in terms of the foods that you're eating in terms of meeting your nutrient needs. So go ahead and do that. And this report, it's really all about food versus supplements. So I'm going to walk you through this here real quick. So I kind of gave you an example one here. So the same thing, you can create a table. I showed you guys how to create the table, right? So if you go in here and you go under table and you click the table and you're going to need 4 across and however many down. And then it creates a table. Pretty slick. And then you're just going to fill in here, just like it is here, your vitamin and mineral, the RDA for your age or gender, what did you actually get? And then on this last column, there's no calculations, this one. You can if you want to, but your percent of intake. So on your GB Health Watch, it will actually show you like vitamin A, and then it'll show you what your percent of intake was, along with like how much of it you ate, for instance. So I want you to list any vitamins and minerals that are below 80% of the RDA. And then on the high end, anything that is, maybe that's the next one. So this is the first one here. So you're really just kind of putting in what your RDA is. This is going to show you really where to go to get it. So you can go to this table here. It will take you to, I'll click on it just because I'm going to leave Shasta College website. So this is going to give you the DRI tables. So you can go here to the dietary reference intake tables, and you can kind of look through here to find the ones that you're looking for. I think you can just go to this one right here and it'll give you everything. So if you open this table up, magically it gives you everything. So you can see, you can't totally see. There you can. So you can see, find your age and then whatever vitamin you're looking for, and it will give you. Sometimes, like vitamin A, it may give you micrograms. The information on GB Health Watch might be international units. But again, you don't have to convert it. Don't worry about doing that. But your GB Health Watch will tell you if what percent of that nutrient you're meeting. So anything 80% or below. And then ultimately, you're going to want 200% or above, really looking at things you might be toxic for. Okay, so there's that. You're going to fill in this table, and whoop, I have the sample answer here. So if you click on this is going to show you kind of the example. So just threw a couple vitamins in. This is what my DRI was. This was my intake, and this is what where my percentage was on my report. And then this next question 3, you're looking at anything that is greater than 200% of your RDA. So we want to look at, tolerable upper limit kind of things. And so again, here, same thing. How do you complete the table? So I had these 2 vitamins. This is what percent I was. Is there a tolerable upper limit intake for it? And what is that amount? So I just kind of gave you some examples here. Same thing here. Go to table and create your table. And you're going to go across like 4. You probably won't be able to do this on your phone, so definitely do this on your computer, and then put the table in. And then if you get to this last box and you need another one, if you just hit tab, it'll add it for you. You keep tabbing away and adding boxes there, but that just makes it nice and clean and easy. So again, you're going to go to that dietary reference intake, and you are going to go, here, tolerable upper intake levels for vitamins, tolerable upper intake levels for elements, which would be like minerals. And so like here for me, I think on calcium, I threw mine out there. It was just way too high. So it's going to show you anything above this amount has a concern for toxicity. So that's kind of what you're looking at in here. One that many of you will probably have, one I oftentimes see, is sodium, but you can see here there's no tolerable upper limit intake on sodium. So that would probably be more problematic in terms of like high blood pressure. That could be an issue. So you can look at the tolerable upper intake level, or you can look in your textbook and kind of look, for each of these nutrients and what could be some possible concerns. So there's that one. And then what I want you to do is in number 4 here, for nutrients that were less than 80% of the RDA, what are the deficiency symptoms and what are the food sources? So basically, list that nutrient, what are the food sources, what are the deficiency symptoms? And same thing here again, I know I'm gonna drive you crazy, but put the table in, put the nutrient, food source deficiency, do the next nutrient, straightforward. That's just how you're gonna do it. And then the same thing with anything that was above 200%, that was identified as having toxicity symptoms. Go ahead and list what those toxicity symptoms on B12. So go ahead and do it on all of them. So I had up here in my sample, I had B12, tolerable upper intake. There was no data. But if you look in the book, it will tell you what the potential problems are in terms of toxicity. We just haven't determined what that amount is yet. And so go ahead and put each of those nutrients that are above 200%. go to the book and find out what toxicity symptoms could be there, and then just put there's no tolerable upper intake level for that. And then where are the food sources? So what are some things that you want to look for in terms of why that level might have been quite so high? And that's that. That's how you're going to do it. Again, here you're going to create that little table, so it's going to look like this table. So that's how that's working, and it's pretty straightforward. You don't have to do any calculations this time, so you should be super excited about that. I just want you to kind of really look at what's going on in terms of vitamins and minerals, what are some potentials you should be thinking about, and just get you working kind of through, what's this thing on vitamins and minerals. And you have a quiz, and that's about that for this week. So pretty straightforward. There's a bit of reading. There's some good videos. I don't have videos on Canvas because there's some great videos in the book. So take a peek at those, do the knowledge check, nail your quiz, and you're good to go. And then coming up in the following week, we're going to hit another one of those block summaries. So that'll make us pretty much a third of the way through the semester. Two-thirds of the way. I'm just so excited. I want you guys to leave. You'll be 2/3 of the way through the semester. So as always, reach out to me. Several of you have taken advantage of being able to connect via Zoom. It's usually a quick, you have a question, you just can't figure something out. We can pop onto Zoom. I'm happy to call too. I mean, if you want to get in touch with me, just send me an email and say, hey, can we connect at this time? And I'll return that and kind of let you know. Usually I try to call you just because my phone goes straight to if it doesn't recognize the phone number, it just sort of doesn't pick up. So I'm happy to do that. If you feel more comfortable that way, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any questions, any concerns, just need some help, I'm here to help you through all of this. So have a great weekend, and keep on keeping on.